Hello, Blungami, and welcome back to another episode of the Junior Reps for episode 3 of the Junior Reps podcast episode. And if you guys are brand new to the Blungami podcast itself, please make sure to follow us on all platforms, especially on YouTube, to subscribe and also like and share this video or other audio if you are listening to us on both Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. And also make sure to follow the page on both Instagram and also on TikTok. And thank you so much for anyone who has been supporting us since day one. So I really do appreciate you people for backing the podcast and just at least giving or even providing a little bit of constructive criticism or feedback to really improve on the podcast itself, to really get the message out there to the club right there. So you you people are the reason why that I keep on doing these episodes, because I truly do believe in myself of spreading the message to the blue and gold community, and that we can be able to spread it around and hopefully join forces with other big Parramatta podcasters out there, and just to really get the message out there as soon as possible. So yeah, let's get into episode 3 of the Junior Reps podcast. So as we got over here, people, our ins there for the New South Cup boys there. Obviously, I won't talk too much from Sunday's absolute shambolic performance there against the Dragons there, being 26-0 down at half time. And that we all knew that Brian Kelly or other players were playing crap. Apparently, Jake Tungo was playing pretty good. Oh wait, hang on a sec. Oops, this is the wrong one. My bad. So just give me a sec, people. And this one here is the right one. So for some weird reason, this is going to be played at 8 p.m., which is very unusual for a New South Wales Cup game. And the ground conditions are good. The weather is fine, and obviously we are coming off from a shambolic performance there against the Dragons. Apparently, as I was pausing while I noticed that I stuffed up on the wrong team list section. I was going to say that some fans, when I was about to march on for the Premier Eels march on Sunday's game, a couple of fans, when they came out from the stadium, that apparently Jake Tungo has been going good. And look, in my opinion, he's a do the job type of player, and I do understand that he does have the speed, and he can maybe have the skills and the acrobatics somewhat as what we have seen from him in the preseason match against the Sharks. But I mean, he's not really like that wowish comparing players to Bailey Simonson, and I don't think he has the strength, and I don't think that he sticks to the combinations or the system as what our first grade plays with with the backline players. I think that Jason Rolls loves to use, and I don't know if it fits with Mitchell Moses there. So, in my opinion, I don't think that Jake Tungo uh, will be playing first grade, unfortunately, anytime soon. But until he can maybe consistently just be so acrobatic or just be very like um, can play like a very like a hot stepper type of athlete, type of fast player, and can maybe just play a little bit much more smart compared to other players who just use the strength there and just try and take the hit up there and just try and not like move around and just try to find any holes, which I do believe it is going to be a very tough task there for Jake Tungo to really compete against his players. Since if I was Jake Tungo, I would focus on my fitness first, just to not be injury prone and just deal with the pressure. And I feel like also his conditioning, and I think his passes there also, I don't really watch too much of him from Cup or from the reserves from last season, but I just don't think that he's that special as what the fans are really have really told me from Sunday. I just feel like he's a do the job type of person. He can score tries. He can maybe score a couple of acrobatic tries where it can be pretty good, but still against big teams, when it matters, in the moments where you have to come out from your red zone, I just don't think that he's the right player to be selected uh, in into first grade. And unfortunately, I was discussing with Sean. If you guys have seen him, he is now the co-host, but he won't be joining with me tonight because unfortunately, he has been calling into work. So from now on, when I'm doing junior reps, I think it's only going to be me. I am going to see if he can come in for the match reviews, and I'm not talking about doing the match reviews a day after I go to the match because obviously this week I unfortunately cannot turn up to this game, people, because I do have a birthday party coming up on Saturday. So, yeah, I will be watching from my phone and just really analysing every single play on how our boys are going to play against the Parent Panthers in our own backyard, technically, as much as Panthers want to say, no, 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 this is our new home ground until our new stadium gets built. I mean, okay, sure thing. We had to play a core stadium until our new stadium became a, NFL style type of stadium as what we know and see as it today. So yeah, but I've to any Penrith Panthers fans claiming that this is their home will like um, be very lucky because like I feel like that, and I don't want to like send any early shots to the Penrith Panthers or just to stir them up this early in this uh, junior rep thing or just preview. I know this is the junior reps, but like still for like NRL, and I already done my mini preview for the NRL. I still reckon that Penrith Panthers fans are still gonna say, "Oh well, when our stadium, when our stadium gets built, it's gonna be much more better because they have hills." Okay, sure. Men have still have hills, and they have a stand there. okay, that's cool, but like still in this modern day of age, when you see other big franchises in the NFL and especially in the EPL, especially Everton, their stadium is just that big European like Champions League type of stadium that looks that doesn't look like a, second or third tier soccer stadium. If people do watch the Premier League, and like I saw I saw Panthers Stadium, and I know that we are talking about rugby league, and we need to stick to our roots. And like, okay, some people may say, well, these NFL type of stadiums, okay, are very unique, but maybe for some people it can be a little bit overrated, and they may see it as a mini a core stadium, which in my opinion, I think if people see Combat Stadium as a core stadium, sorry, as a mini Accor stadium, then I reckon those people just have rocks in their heads. So yeah, just wake up to yourselves and just go to Specsavers and go and really see the comparisons on what the NFL teams are doing to their stadiums, and also rugby union stadiums, and especially Super League stadiums as well. Like some of them are very unique as well, and can really just bring the crowd in. And I know that Heels, we need to stick to our tra- tradition. And I know that I'm going off topic here, and I will end it here soon. But just coming in conclusion, look, I feel like some styles fit it for the stadium, depending on the suburb and that. Of course, like we're talking about countryside and that, and Combank is like really blending in into the city type of uh, sports, big rich franchise type of attitude, and yeah, like I don't feel like I feel like that's that's that the Parent Panthers new stadium is just not is just going to be a Team U version of Combank, and if Parent Panthers fans just can't agree with that, then I'm sorry to say, but you also got rocks in your head. So yeah, but anyways, I do apologize for getting way off topic. There should be a junior reps preview, not uh, a stadium beef type of discussion or comparison type of video. But anyways, back back to New South Wales Cup. Um, yeah, so the ins and the outs for our cup boys. So we have Max Tupu, Ronald Volkman, and the outs there. Thankfully, Brian Kelly, which will be starting for us um, in first grade. Josh probably will not be playing as a seven. Thank God. He will be playing in the extended six-man bench there. Luca Morizzi will be returning to first grade, as we all know. And as I said before, Jake Tungo, I'm really, if I am maybe going to have time to watch this match at 8 p.m. on the Saturday night, I'm not too sure when I'm go when I'm going to be back from the birthday party, but I should be able to watch it, or I'll probably just watch the highlights, and I'll see on how Jake Tungo really goes, and I'll see what people have been saying about the whole positivity of him just being much more better as what we have seen from him in the last couple of years, especially in 2024, where he was very mixed on, and then 2025, he made one. first grade appearance there, and yeah, he was just trash. Uh, I'm sorry to sound harsh, but I don't like trust into Jake Tungo. But in New South Wales Cup, I'm going to keep a closer eye on him. Hopefully, if I can be able to watch the game, if I don't come home late, and if I don't have anything else to do on the Sunday, well, hopefully, I'll. Well, to be honest, people, if this is going to be on 8 p.m., I think I'll maybe do the Panthers and Eels NRL review on Sunday. But anyways, let's for now on focus on New South Wales Cup because I keep on getting off topic here. Um, Apatwindle back and fullback. I think this is a great move. Samuel Lozo in the centres there. Araz Nava in the centres there with Mohammed Ahmadine there, which we have seen some great combinations between these two backline players there against the Sharks there, and boy oh boy, they really have something going there, and I think that these two are possibly maybe a little bit further ahead of Jake Tungo as what I've seen from form wise currently. So let's see on how they go against this Cup Panther side, who hasn't been the best selves since 2022 when they won the Cup Grand Final there against the Knights, I believe, and then they won against the Northern Devils by smashing them. I think about like 40 points to something. So, yeah, is this a season that the Cup Panthers make a comeback and finally dominate like the first grade side? So. At the moment, the first growth side is pretty much looking like the 2024 type of side at the moment. But for the Panthers Cup side, they are coming in fifth place, I believe, as from what I've seen from the draw. Yep, they are coming fifth place, and by looking at the current results as I click into New Source Cup. Well, I need to. I need to get into the New Source Cup website. My apologies, people. So we're going to New Source Cup here, and we go into round two, round one, and they beating the North Sydney Bears 20-16, and then round two, they get absolutely smashed by the Newtown Jets, and then in round three, they absolutely smashed the Sydney Roosters 38 points to 12, which yeah, the Roosters sit in third, and to come away with a win like that, boy oh boy, this is going to be the same difficulty as what our first grade boys are facing against as well. So let's hope with the change of halves, with Ronald Volkman coming back from that injury. I believe in round one or during preseason. Hopefully, he can provide something for us, something special, which we have seen before that. He has absolutely just killed it in New South Wales Cup, and I think I have heard that he has been pretty good in preseason, but I just don't know why Lorenzo Talenta is just not playing as a halfback now. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's the right move. In my opinion, as I said before, like I haven't really had time to really watch the much cup to really see on how Lorenzo Talenta has been going in Cup recently, but he wasn't that bad against the Storm in round one down at Amy Park. But I just feel like that as a six, yes, he does. Yes, he does have the speed, but like I feel like that Joash is a much more runner than Lorenzo Talenta, and I didn't mind Apatrindle as a number seven that he played as. So I don't know why Twindle is not having a chance at a seven, and yet we could put. But I mean, Volkman is a halfback, so I guess there's not really many options to really put in there. So yeah, and you really don't want to like risk any experiments there when you really want to have a great start for Cup there since we really want to play finals for the after getting absolutely uh, uh, outclassed by the Warriors there. And Kurt Force does have a little bit of first grade experience there. I know that Volkman does, but Jake Cole also has a couple of first grade experiences there as well. So yeah, the Panthers halves are a little bit much more experienced uh, than what uh, than what our boys are. Even though Lorenzo is talented, Volkman is a little bit experienced. So I think for Lorenzo there, he really needs to look at himself, saying that, look, I do have the speed, but I can't let my ego or my talent just over just confident myself and just underestimate this young Panther side, um, who a couple years ago they were dominating New South Wales Cup. So yeah, but we do face up against 43 Moimoi's son there, Patrick. Sione Fiona will be playing there. Casey McLean's other brother there, Jesse, will be playing on the wing. Um, Jack and Edgar playing a fullback. And now we're going into the props here. Sorry, no, well, the forwards. Sorry. So Tony Martelli will be starting in this game along with Ticum Brown. He has been very good recently. And then we've got Will Latu starting off there with uh, Jazalia Funa Luta there, which I feel like that this back row and also full pack here is probably our strongest yet for Cup. And we do face up against some forwards that I don't really know. I do know that Ali, I think he's a brother of some other Ali. I don't know these other forwards' names, so I do apologize if I am not really that recognized for these other New Source Cup parent forwards. But Jack de Belin will be starting in this game, which I don't know if that's a great choice. Personally, I would still drop him on the bench during Cup still because he is that slow, and I feel like that he is that behind our system, and I feel like that he really needs to work a lot more on his ruck if he really wants to be about like five or even halfway from even getting a starting spot in first grade, in my opinion. Because in my opinion, he's way worse than and also slower in the ruck than Ryan Madison, and that's how terrible he has been while getting it while getting the tackles in. So yeah, um, honestly, like I wouldn't mind putting Tyrese Loken at lock. He could probably yeah, well, he could still be a good impact play there. Saxon Prokeek is starting at number 15 there. I'm not sure how I'm not sure how he is going. Manny Luke will be faced up against his brother's former club. I'm not sure if Sonny does still play. I think he plays in the Super League now. So he will be faced up against his brother former club there. So let's see if he is going to be a little bit familiar to how this Panthers Cup side does play with their system in their favours on their their development of young players coming through. And that's pretty much it there for the bench players. A pretty good bench there, in my opinions. That can be very impactful there. A very good forward pack there, despite starting Jack DeBellin. Uh, and halves, look, nothing too much to really do there, but the back line there, it's actually looking pretty de- de- decent in my opinion. So I reckon that we could have a chance to cause a big upset here. Um, and man, do I do it, people? Do I reckon that our cup team can clap back from an absolute embarrassment against the Dragons? Well, I'm going to make a bold prediction, and I'm going to say that we will win this match, holding up a mid high scoring game, and I'm going to say that we will win this match by a crazy high scoring game. I'm going to say, man, I'm going to say 28 points to 24 that we will win. My first try scorer is going to be, I'm going to say, Jake Tungle. My anytime try scorer, I'm going to say Tikon Brown. And my man of the match, I'm going to say Arpa Twindle. So, yeah, I reckon that Twindle will get 2 try assists there. And I also think that he will score a try himself. And I do reckon that he will. Actually, I'm even uh, uh, I'm even going to even make it much more bolder here, people. I reckon that he will run over more than 200 running meters. I'm not too sure if that's too crazy for New South Wales Cup stats there. As I'm not really a expert there on reading too much on New South Wales or even junior reps stats there, and what's the limits there that could be crazy or could be mid for the tier that they are playing in. So yeah, that's my preview and my tips there for the cup team. So let's move on to our other reserve teams. I believe Jersey Flegg is playing this week. Yes, they are. Yep. Okay, so Jersey Flegg. All right. Jersey Flegg will be playing at 4:45 p.m. So again, the timing here is very awkward because this is being played while the NRL team will be playing at 5:30, I believe, just by memory, just to make sure that I have it correct. So going into NRL Telstra Premiership, round 4, 5:30. Yes, I am correct. 5:30. 5:30. So 4:45 p.m. Into there, Harley Walker for the Panthers. Jesse Charman out there for the Parent Panthers. Nathaniel Tolu. And the outs there, Tyrese Loken, who will be playing for New South Wales Cup. And our team list against the Jersey Flegg Parent Panthers, as they are sitting in second and we are sitting in third. So far, so good for us. Well, yeah. Corey Lai, Jessa Nelson, uh, Sia Mani Le Luai, Devonte Vi Ve, Ve, Vela, Druzel Tula, Loane Louis, which I believe. Hang on, Loane Louis. I know. I thought for a sec he played fullback for the Jersey Flag team a couple of weeks ago, but that's all right. Cade Mo Jali, Hami Loza is the Parent Panthers captain there. Isaiah Coach Rain. Is there any other Hunter Bell? There's no familiar faces from the Panthers back or halves there. Let's move over to the forwards here. Bo Lusane, Lachlan Koniakis. I think he was playing on the bench last game. Jordan Miller, which I saw him played. I think Jordan Miller. Um, who did he play against last time? Jersey Flag. Round 3. Oh yeah, we just managed to get that big comeback win against the Dragons there in round 3, which I did watch, and boy, oh boy, John Miller is an absolute tank. Like this young bloke can really take those big runs there. So John Miller is just going to absolutely just eat this Panthers forward back side. As I don't know the Panthers Jersey Flag team that well since this is my first time really watching the Jersey Flag properly. So yeah, so far I am really impressed from what I've seen from Jordan Miller there. Tracy BT, Noah Parker, who was pretty good. Who was Callum McManny was pretty good against the Dragons. Well, Jack Hudson, Marcus O O Ofa Noah, Zach Vis Visconti, Javahan Stevenson Hala, Harley Walker as the replacement. So that's our team list there. A couple of changes, I believe. I think Lachlan, he didn't play at dummy half last game. Just let me check, people. Oh no, he did. Okay. So John Miller will be playing alongside with Bo Lucen this week, and Tyrese Logan will be not playing at lock. He will be promoted into Cup for this week. So, since there are like mixed rounds with Jersey Flag and other players coming in from Mats and also Cup, SG Ball, you name it, people, and yeah, um, yeah, that's the only situation that we're dealing with at the moment with just a lack of consistent roster just going on. So, um, who's playing a lock again? Sorry, for round 4. Caleb McMenany. I think he came off from the bench. He did a pretty decent job, I guess. So I think I am a little bit confident that he will go good. Now, I think in this match, it's going to be a very big test, and I do believe that it's going to be a little bit of a edgy game, similar to how it was against the Dragons. uh, when we came back to get the win, 12 points to 10. I'm going to say that we will win this, um, possibly in a similar style as what our cup team is going to win. So I'm going to say, oh man, do I say that we will win by two again? Oh, I'm gonna be a little bit confident here. I reckon that we will win this match by 12 points. Yep, I'm going to back us, and I'm gonna say that unfortunately, I reckon that the Parent Panthers will strike it first. I'm gonna go with Hunter Bell. Actually, no, I think I'll go with. I'm just gonna have a guess here, people, because I don't know, because I have no clue on how other Jersey Flag teams really go. So I'm just gonna pick someone random for my first try scorer. I just have a feeling that Harry. I'm just gonna pick Harry Ward to get the first try scorer there. My anytime try scorer, I'm gonna say that Corey Lai is going to get a anytime try scorer. I'll say my man of the match. I'll say. Oh, I'll probably say. Hmm. Well. Hmm. I'm gonna go with Corey Line to get man of the match. In my opinion, I reckon he'll get a try assist and maybe a cheeky try towards the end there. Just really. Well, no, I think he'll just put in. I think he'll just put in the try there. Um, Yeah, I think he'll get a try, just to really put the nail in the coffin, and that will be us winning by. I'm gonna say that we will win this match by. I'm gonna say 30 points to 18. Actually, I'm gonna go. I'm going. I'm going a little bit stupid for our junior reps for this week, and I'm not sure if it's just me just having that confidence build or the vibe that we might be stuck on the ropes early, but then be very comfortable towards the end. Like that's the type of vibes that I'm just getting from his junior rep teams, from what I'm seeing from the team list. So yeah, that's my preview for Joseph Leg. Let's get on to the other teams. I'm just going to check if the recording is going good. Yes, it is. So that's very good. Let's move on quickly here because I have been rambling on. I think a little bit too much on Cup and Joseph Leg. So I'm just going to quickly do the others because we still need to get past to Lisa Fiona and Tasha Gell as well. So we got Harold Matthews Cup going on this Saturday, 28th of March at Granville at Eric Tweedale Stadium, Central Coast Roosters. Um, it's going to be a very tough game, and this is where the big business really comes in. And um, like after some losses there, uh, if you guys haven't heard from the Cumberland Throw, they actually had a interview there with Steve Georgialis, who is the current NRLW coach, and he has said something that was very key. He said that from what the players have learnt and from what they have been humbled from their previous couple of losses slash draw since the SG Board team drew against the Steelers. They have learnt that talent doesn't always get you across the line, and talent doesn't make it a god complex and this and that. And that's just a common thing in our life. Like, if you think, oh yeah, you have your traits, or you have your full traits from your father uh, because your father or your big brother is very famous. Surely I'll have those traits and that talent coming from him, but that's not always the case when play up against teams where they can use their brains and can really just expose a spot where you'll get a little bit lazy and just very cocky, and that the moment the momentum will be shifting against you, and then what ideas would you have if you are pinpoint in a situation where teams are starting to figure out on how to consistently just put on pressure and just use combinations against you that you absolutely just hate. And how do you reply to that? Well, this week we are going to find out if both the Harold Matthews team and the SG Board team are going to reply to the answer. So let's get into team lists for this week against the Central Coast Roosters at Eric Tweedale Stadium. So the ins there for the Harold Matthews team: Danny Abihamid, Flynn Manua, Kyan Jackson, Nixon O'Connor, Riley Paki, Vaia Akuola, and the ins there for the Central Coast Roosters: Aiden Harrison, Harry Karkin, Hugo L. Estrange, Jayan Slow Mika, Xavier Donald, and unfortunately the outs for the Harold Matthews team. Shocking enough, Christopher Suo-Lee, who has been pretty good for us, is out, or maybe he does need a reality check, or maybe like I think from what I heard, um, during this round, I think this is the round I think that Steve Georgiades was talking about giving other players opportunities to really just debut, just let other players just re- rest due to uni duties there. So I think he was say something about that in the interview there with the Cumberland Throw. I could be wrong, but that's uh, that's what I heard from him. So yeah, Curtis Brown is out. Leonard Salter is also out. That's also a big blow there for our backline there. Levi Pura is also out. Lorima Sesu is also out. Thomas Jackson is also out. So there are some big outs there for our Harold Matthews team. So I think these are the players that will be given some opportunities there. So let's see on the team list on how the roster plans out against the Central Coast Roosters at Granville Eric Tweedle Stadium. Liam Martin at fullback, Elijah Al Hazim on the wings there with William Mia Epe in the centres. Tyler Lama, Vaia Akuola, and in the halves there, Salah Tai Lu, Tamati, Caleb Liatia, halfback there who has been pretty decent for us. In the forwards there, Dion Haynes with Winston Tahi, with Spencer Sorensen, Jake Capavilla, the Sean Lane 2.0 there. Tyson Puleitu in the back rows there with, with Jake Capavilla, my bad. Hayden Bell as the captain. Yes, he is still. Yep. Okay, cool. Flynn, Manua, Kyan Jackson, Riley Parkey, Nixon O'Connor there, and the replacement there, Danny Abihamid. And for the Central Coast Roosters side at fullback, there isn't any players being named other than on the wing at number two, Aiden Harrison, Xavier Donald, Harry Corkin at halfback there, Jack Humphrey. So his brother there, who plays for the rivalry team South Sydney, Jamie, has his younger brother playing in Harold Maths. Let's see on how he goes, and I'm not sure if he is jacked as his bigger brother Jamie there. So yeah, Joey Fawn at prop, Connor UK, New Garel Thomas, Manny Campbell as the captain, and on the bench there they have Hugo Le Estrange, Okalani Talanoa on the bench there, and as a replacement, Jaden Slow Mika. And that's it. So, my quick tips there for our Harold Matthews team. I'm going to say, or I'm not sure if we're going to win this one. To be honest, well, well, let's see if they can respond and can really just be less egotistical as from what they were in the last couple of weeks, and really show up this week with really great attitude and just a game plan where everything can be communicated and they can stick to the plan and can just really do the roles, and the talent will um, will start to flow in. So don't always expect that talent is going to destroy your opponents. You need to sort out a plan to make the talent work. All right, you can't always like expect a or let's say for example, you can't always expect a Ferrari to be every single car due to the horsepower, because if someone's bringing a sleeper because they're a freaking genius and they are just a high IQ mechanic or a car guy, then they will absolutely uh, humiliate you. And that's the same thing. Like you can't always expect to be all like Lamborghinis or Ferraris or a bunch of supercars because I have this talent and I also have this talent from this player, from that player, so I should be fine. We should be able to put 30 plus on these boys, but that's not how rugby league works, people, because rugby league is a funny, unpredictable game. So, yeah, a lot of science and a lot of thought does go into this, and I feel like that the boys really need to lock in and they really need to uh, think smart coming into this game. And I think that's my safe tip there for the boys. Think smart and don't always play hard. Um, just to always just build that talent use and just to drain yourselves, and just to let little simple moments just expose your weak spots that can drain you guys and can really just choke you guys the game when you do get a great start. And I'm also saying this also for the SG board team, where we were up against the Steelers and it did caught up to us, and we did get the draw, but it also caught up to us even more against Souths, and that's also the same thing for Harold Matthews' team. So let's hope that the reality check does wake up our boys going into this match. But anyways, my quick tips for the Harold Matthews team. I'm gonna say that Tyler Lama will get the first try scorer there. My anytime try scorer, hopefully Liam Martin will step up and also score a try. Um, and I'm gonna say my man of the match is going to be Caleb uh, Leiata there. So yeah, let's go to SG Ball because we are running out of time. Alrighty, SG Ball, 4 p.m. on Saturday. Uh, Same thing as what I said before. I'm not going to I'm not going to repeat myself here, people. I'm just going to go into the team list here. So Christopher, uh, Mo Alia, Epapara, Tahu Apiata, Jackson, Koina, Samuel Polly, Kobe Raven, Sterling Fa Fa Moi. If I pronounce his last name correctly, I do apologize. Wisely Tonga Moa, and Cameron Bambolit has been named a fullback once again. I don't know why he's not in the halves there. I just don't get it. Why would he be playing fullback where he was absolutely terrible against South Sydney? So I so I don't really get that move, and I think for that, I don't think we're gonna to get the win against the Central Coast Roosters since this is the grand final rematch, and yeah, I think to put Cameron at a fullback, I just don't like it. I think his defense at fullback was absolutely just uh, terrible and just shocking, and he got exposed badly there. And yeah, man. Look, um, as I said, I don't really watch too much of SG Ball, but just looking from their from their lineup here, and also from pos their po- position there, as I will be looking on the ladder. HT Ball 26. The Roosters are first place, so they're technically um, in the same place as from where they were from last season. So yeah, a very big test for us there, um, to really just get the win in the grand final rematch there. Look, I reckon that. Oh man, I just don't see it. Like I kind of do see us maybe being competitive, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. And I reckon that the SG Ball Central Coast Roosters will still beat us there by 13 plus, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'm going to say first try scorer there is going to be, I'm going to say Flynn Wilson. Anytime try scorer, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say probably let's go with man. I'm gonna go with Christopher Petrus there. Um, yeah, nothing too much, man. I do see some a bit of improvements from last game, but just going into this match, I just don't feel like that we're going to be much more good at than what the Central Coast Roosters have been doing recently, since they have been very consistent with the form, especially being on top of the ladder, above of the team that absolutely just smashed us. But we are playing at home, so that is a positive and some motivation there, to really get the boys pumping. But Eric Troidel Stadium, for some weird reason, it has been treating our girls good so far. But let's see on how it goes, for both our Harold Matthews and also for our SG board team also. So yeah. Anyways, let's quickly get into the girl side because we are running out of time and we're about to hit uh, hour uh, mark mark there. So yeah, sorry for rambling on for way too much, people. But yeah, let's get into Lisa Fiona Cup as I'm going to put on the lights here because it is getting dark in here and the sun is going down. So just give me a sec, people. Okay, I'm back. Lisa Fiona Cup side. Sorry, no, Cup side technically. Central Coast Roosters. Grand final rematch. Boy, oh boy, here we are. With only 2 matches left to go for both of our Lisa Fiona and also Tasha girls there. And let's see on the team list. So the ins there for the Harold, sorry, well, the ins there for the Lisa Fiona Cup team, Halo Talagi, Hine Rikiti, Isabella Bell, Kaizen Morgan Pritchard, Timike Withers, which is a big in there for our Lisa Fiona Cup team. For our outs, Kavinia O'Cullen, a Hio, Leila Wamsley, Talabar will be out. So that's a little bit of our challenge for our halves there. But oh wait, no, sorry, we do have Riley Cash there, so I think we will be fine there in the halves. And I also forgot to mention that we are playing at Eric Tweedale Stadium, so it is going to be a triple or a quadruple header at Granville slash Maryland's between those 2 suburbs there. So if you guys are local, please make sure to go in support our junior rep teams who will be playing on Saturday. And this match, I also forgot to mention, it's going to be played at 10 a.m. So if you people are committed to really watch this game pretty early, that there you go. So I reckon if you are going to the gym like me, I think you should be going to the gym as early as possible, just getting it out of the way with. I'll be happily getting the gym out of the way with since I do need to go to a birthday party later on. So it's pretty ideal to just get the gym out of the way with, and then just to get into this match and watch it from there. And yeah, let's get into the roster for this match. So Tegan Nicholas, Havana Cook, line up there with Ruby and Nossi Tupolotsu there. Georgia Wanzi, Hine Rikiti. So the same backline as from what we have been seeing in the last couple of weeks. So still pretty good. As the halves, as I just spoiled there, very good. Also forwards, also very good, and it's looking pretty much unchanged. So I think that we are going to win this match, and with Isabel Bell back, and with the Lisa Fiona team just getting a little bit lucky there, avoiding that late scare against South Sydney, and getting that massive win against Manly there. I do reckon that we have learnt massively out of that South Sydney game, and I feel like that since we have gotten that confidence back, and with all of the girls regrouping a bit there for this match, I do feel like that the girls are really not going to underestimate this Central Coast Rooster side, and I feel like that they really need to work together to really just generate the same points and the same consistent plays as what they usually do, and they just got to be themselves. Like it's that simple. Like if you just stay to be yourself and just be loose and just just not be too cocky and that, just like our Harold Matthews and SG Ball team, and I reckon we are we are going to absolutely humiliate the Central Coast Roosters. So I reckon that we will just win this by 13 plus. I got. I'm gonna go with Havana Cook for my first try scorer there. Anytime try scorer, I'm gonna go with. I'm going to go with Isabella Bell, and I'm gonna say that at halftime we will be up by 16 points to nil, and at full time, I reckon that we will win this by 30 points to 16. Yep, I said it there. I reckon in this grand final rematch, we are going to absolutely just tear apart the Central Coast Roosters there, the runners up in 2025. But we will embarrass them once again. And yeah, my man of the match, I'm going to give it. I'm actually going to give it to Isabella Bell. I reckon she is going to be very strong there with her runs there throughout the middle there. And yeah, I reckon that she will pull up a few offloads there, get a couple of good tackles also, and also get herself a try, as I mentioned before. So yeah, let's get into Tasha Gale side, and we will wrap things up from there. So Tasha Gale at 12 p.m. at lunchtime. It is up against the Indigenous Academy there. And the ins there for the for the Tasha Gale side, we have Alalia Sofan, Alania O'Logian, Ava Jones is also back playing at dummy half, which is good to see. Freedom Crichton Ropati, who has been pretty decent in the last 2 weeks there, really finding her true form from what she has done for Tasha Gale from last season. Tia Matthews, who has also been pretty decent there from tackles and from a post contact meters. Zion Liga will be in. Outs there, unfortunately, Elisa Misa, Katia Duff, Kiana Vatubua, Patikura Jim, Sharon Latapul. So not really any big or shock any outs there for our Tasha Gale side. So we're also looking pretty comfortable in this match. In the Indigenous Academy in the Tasha Gale competition, and I also forgot to mention Lisa Fiola Cup. The Central Coast Roosters are sitting a couple 2 points away from us. Sorry, 2 positions away from us. So we should be able to win against them. But for the Tasha Gale, we are sitting in third, but the Indigenous Academy is also in first, and I reckon that that we are going to overtake them, and I am also going to say that the Tasha Girl side is also going to win this by 13 plus, and I'm going to say my first try scorer is going to go to Freedom Crichton Party. My anytime try scorer, I'm going to go with Talia Nico, who has also been a absolute unit in the last couple of weeks, making some strong runs there. A very hard player to take down, and hopefully that Arva Jones can really set her up something really special there on the Indigenous Academy goal line on Saturday. So, yeah, my man of the match, I'm gonna go. Oh, boy, boy. Hmm. This is a bit of a tough one here, people, because Arva Jones has been pretty good. I think I'm going to say Arva Jones is going to get man of the match. I think her tackles are really going to keep us in the game, and I feel like from a from a Derby half runs there, I do think that she really will get Talia really popping those post contact meters there, and just get a couple of tackle breaks there as well. Possibly maybe get Tia Matthews there involved, and obviously set something up there, especially there for Kalia Gray, possibly. So, yeah, um, let's see on how she goes from her return at Ava, and she also does have goal kicking duties there. So her goal kicking will be very crucial during this match as well. So hopefully that with her full commitment there, she won't get injured, and that we don't have a uh, another goal kicking option there. But yeah, I do feel like that the Indigenous Academy will be trying to make a late scare. So I do feel like that we will just make it to that 13 plus uh, margin there. So I'm gonna say that we will win this by 30 points to also 30 points to 18. So yeah, and that's my preview there for episode 3 for the Junior Reps for the Blue Garmy podcast. If you people have enjoyed this episode, please make sure to like and subscribe to to the YouTube channel, and also make sure to follow all of our platforms on Instagram and also on TikTok, and make sure to also listen to us on both Spotify and also on Apple Podcasts. And that is pretty much it there for episode 3. Blue and gold never folds, and as I always say by the end of these episodes, or every single episode, should I say, go Para!